everybody! I've been sick this week, so my Pixelart series is delayed for a few days at least. The hardest part for my videos is editing the script, so expect it in a few days. In the meantime, here's some supplementary content. I thought it'd be fun to ramble for a few minutes, 10 minutes, while I have a Speedpaint going on in the background, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about why art is so hard to learn, since my Instagram just hit 200 followers, and it seems that one video in particular gets a lot of likes and views, and I thought it'd be fun to just expand on the content topic? Yes. So, unscripted, probably gonna be a little bit of a daisy, but that's okay. That's what's fun. So, first part, why is art so hard to learn? I think it can be chopped down to 3 different sections. And I have notes here to keep me company. Lack of guidelines, skill development, and personal expression. If we're talking about lack of guidelines, a lot of people think the only way to get good is to go to college or to take courses that you have to pay for. Other people think self-taught learning is hard to do, and if you're undisciplined, it makes it even harder. That's the path I tried to do, at least, and didn't work out well. I did try though, and I was disciplined for a while. You can even end up taking courses and not learning an inch and wasting money. You can also do that with books too, so feels a little off sometimes when you're trying to do guidelines. Sometimes there's even a lack of resources for what you want to do, like with my waterfall, and how I couldn't find anyone who did it, so I had to make my own, and came out okay. I think there's some improvements I could do, but for now, I like it, and that's what I'm sticking to. In terms of lack of guidelines though, how would you improve it? I would say, while everyone is different, you can look to your peers to take inspiration for how they learned. You can look to Reddit, no, we're not right now, but you can look to Reddit, you can look to other posts, maybe even Discords, see people talk about their art journeys, etc., even YouTube too. And you can take inspiration from what they've gathered, mix it all together, and see if that can help you figure out what you want to do. If you've tried books, programs, videos, and still aren't satisfied with your progress, consider trying a different medium. With me, I wanted to learn digital art, but I'm still learning digital art, but it's a different type of digital art, pixel art. I enjoyed digital art because you don't have to buy colors or run out of them, and I was always running out of markers. So this makes it easier and more efficient, in my opinion. I also noticed that I learn faster in traditional art, especially when I don't have an undo button. So if you are struggling with digital art, consider studying in traditional art with a pen. That helped me a lot, and it also helped me learn to accept my mistakes. And while it may be a diversion of your path and set route, you can transfer different skills. I'm still learning shading and color, but I'm using Pixelart to do it. Number 2 on why it's so hard to learn art is skill development. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it can take years to learn any skill, and when you want to take the fast track, the fact that it's not fast is pretty depressing. People learn at different rates, and it's difficult to measure your progress when you can't take a step back to do so. It gets frustrating when you want to draw hands a certain way and can't for the life if you do so. You kind of just go in a loop in a circle and go over and over again, and it gets you nowhere, and it's not fun. How I would learn to fix the problem, I guess, or the issue with skill development, is remembering just let go and embrace the unexpected. It's just a part of life, and since you can't change how fast you learn, believe me, I've tried, slow down and enjoy the journey. Have fun experiencing and experimenting. I've had a lot of fun doing that too, and it's been hard, but it's been fun. Learning how to slow down and enjoy the process has really helped me have fun with learning and art. In the past, I used to churn out 4 hours a day of studying, and I still do, but even in this artwork you can see on screen here, I really had fun with the coloring process. It was frustrating, but it was fun, and I hope to get better at art and color, but for now, I'm comfy in my process. You can set goals for each art piece, like trying to draw better lines or understanding color better, like I said. Slow down and breathe, and if you have to, you can always try the brute force method, though I don't recommend it. This method involves taking some paper, traditional art, and pen and drawing like your life depends on it. Like doing 3 pages of the same exact thing over and over again. This works because you are doing it fast and you're also learning how to do it fast. But it also cannot help just because you're doing it fast. It can be helpful if you're, say, trying to learn how to draw ribs and you want to learn how to draw ribs fast, so you do it over and over again. The important part with this brute force method is making sure to understand what you did last time and then changing it. So say, oh, this rib is short, so let me make it longer. This rib is wide, let me make it thinner. And the brute force method is kind of just, what did I do last time? How can I improve? I forget the word exactly for it, but it is not only the brute force method, but it's where you, iteration, that's it. Each iteration you get better and better. Lastly is personal expression. I want to draw characters in an immersive world, and I want to tell stories with them, both through games and visually. I tried with books in the past, and I adore visual novels, like webcomics. So I wanted to do books, but for how I want to tell my stories, I like seeing the story. I like not having to describe everything. I like seeing it unfold, and I like feeling it. And I think it's easier to portray feeling through art, visual art, rather than literature art. And to do this, I need to learn about characters and backgrounds. Oh, but learning a feminine and masculine body means having to learn hair, clothing, eyes. How about nails? How about ears? How about how the mouth works? Or how about eyebrows, right? And if I want to learn backgrounds, maybe I want to do it in a city or a country, and that means drawing buildings and paths and cars and streets. Or maybe I want it to take place in a forest. Oh, I'm gonna need some cute animals, right? And nice looking trees and bushes and plants and flowers and all of these things. And when you're so caught up with all of it, it makes it really hard to just understand. I guess that's the best way to put it. You want to draw characters and buildings, and you think it's simple until you actually do it. You draw a character and you think, why doesn't this look the way I want it to? And then you have to slowly dissect through each of these topics. There's just so much to learn that it gets overwhelming, and even if you do section out what you're learning on a daily basis, if you're a perfectionist like me, don't be, you can learn and get stuck on the details and dedicate all your time to perfecting one thing. These are work in progress tips for me, but being comfortable with the imperfections has helped me a lot. Every artwork you make isn't going to be a masterpiece, so stop treating it like one. There's gonna be art that you don't like, but you know what? You finished it anyway. That's a lot better than stopping a project halfway through and never finishing, and just having a lot of incompletes. If today's goal is to learn arms, you're not gonna master it. If this week's goal is to learn arms, you're also not gonna master it. You need to go into your studies and your practices with just wanting a better understanding by the end of it. You're not trying to become amazing, even if you do the brute force method, but you want to have, even if it's just a centimeter of an improvement, it's still improvement, right? Oh. So, write down your goals, break them down, spend time on them, but not too much, and just rinse and repeat. The last reason I think art's hard to learn is because you forget to have fun. When you're so focused on studying, it's hard to take time out of that time to find a schedule and figure out what you want to have fun with. Maybe you want to draw characters, but you're so focused on learning an eye that you don't draw that character that you really like and really want to draw. And maybe, at least for me, it's like, I don't want to draw characters yet because I haven't learned how to draw characters. In my example, though, I'm waiting until I cover it in my series and then I can free draw it. But in general, for general advice, you don't always have to expect it to be good to have fun. I know for me, at least, this was frustrating to understand because I want to like my art. And I think there's a charm to your art not being good because it lets you know that you're still learning, and you can have a very bad art piece of your character today, and in a few weeks, try again, and even if it's just a little bit of improvement, you're still improving. Overall, though, I hope these tips have been helpful, and like I said, remember to have fun with your art. Once again, thank you for 200 plus followers on Instagram, and I hope to do a lot more with this channel. I still plan to do game development. It's just editing ages me 10 years, and it's not really fun, but art's been fun, and that's why I've been focusing so much on it. I plan to do another game soon after I finish my game video, and I think I'm gonna just slow down and take less time on the editing and wrap it up. That way I can say I completed it. And next game, like I said, just try to slowly improve. You don't have to have 50% improvement overnight. Overall though, I hope you liked this video, and if you have some tips or your own experiences, make sure to leave them in the comments below and let me know. I'd like to learn, especially since it seemed I got a lot of feedback with my video, and I really appreciate it. It's nice hearing that I can help people, and it's also nice hearing I can inspire people, and that's what these videos and what this channel is all about. I am not looking to be a teacher or a mentor, mainly for entertainment, and it's mainly to show my progress and to help other people, well, hopefully inspire other people. So this has been fun. I'll see you again sometime soon. Have a good day, night, evening, or whatever time it is, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.